beautiful dandelions are here and I have collected them. And today I will make the dandelion leaf soap from the fresh dandelion leaves. I already dried them. I am drying some more right here, but these are dried dandelion leaves with the annatto seeds infused in olive oil, and there are a little more of dandelion leaves which are ground, which I will add just for the speckles in the soap. And so now I am making my lye water, and in the lye water I always add the salt for hardness of the soap, and citric acid for reducing the soap scum and make the soap work better in hard water, since in Switzerland here the water is quite hard, even if it's otherwise very nice. And I will add the water first and then the ice crystals. I can do just with water as it is, but I like to freeze my water so that we would reduce the temperature of the lye water. It wouldn't be so hot, it wouldn't heat up so much. So let's see. The water is there, and it's time to add my lye. As you can see, I have already gloves and also goggles in my face to protect myself. And let's add the lye. This time I'm making my lye solution with full water. I use the 40% lye concentration, but sometimes most of the times I add the coconut milk and then I use less water. But right now I don't have the coconut milk, so I will use the coconut milk powder. So that's why I'm adding the whole water. And I add the lye gradually. I don't add it all at once. Okay. And now I will put my lye water in a fridge. Since I have a fridge which is only for my studio, I can use the fridge. If you don't have the fridge which is separate, I wouldn't advise putting it into the fridge to cool down, because otherwise if the food is there it's not very good. And the next step is to prepare the hard oils for melting. First the coconut oil. This is my usual recipe. I don't make different one. I have two usual recipes. I have actually three, but two main ones. I have gentle olive oil soap, and I have this mix of 6 different oils, which are both are very good. And then olive oil soap is very gentle, but this is more bubbly and harder soap, which lasts longer in the shower. But I like them both. The gentle one is really nice for washing your face. This harder one is nice for hands and shower. They both are really nice soaps. And next comes the shea butter. I don't add too much of the shea butter, just a little bit. The coconut oil gives the the bubbliness. Shea butter adds to the gentleness and mildness and creaminess of the soap. And the cocoa butter adds the hardness of the soap and also to the creaminess of the soap. I used to use the cacao butter, but now I use the cocoa butter. It changes soap a little bit, but not too much. It's pretty identical by the qualities as the end result of the soap. It's just more capricious when you make the soap. The process is a little different. And now my hard oils go for melting. And first from liquid oils, I will see how much of these infused oils I have here. If I don't have enough, then I will add some of the just olive oil. The olive oil is still my main oil in my soap. I haven't changed that. I tried to make a recipe with less olive oil, but I was not very happy with that. I like to have olive oil as main oil in my soap. Even if I have to pay a little more, it's still my choice. Maybe if the price rises dramatically more, then maybe I will change it. Okay, I had enough of the oil. Next is castor oil. Olive oil gives a lot of mildness and conditioning to the soap. And castor oil is very important to stabilize the bubbles. It will not create bubbles by itself, but it stabilizes the bubbles. Okay, and if you make the soap for yourself, if you have a little tiny bit more oil than your recipe calls for, that's no harm. It's just will add to the superfat of the oil of the soap, but you shouldn't put more lye. That would be disaster. That can make the lye heavy soap. And now I am adding tiny bit of neem oil. I don't know how much it gives as the qualities of the soap, but it definitely adds to the appeal, to the feeling, at least for your mind. So next will be the other additives. I am adding this little tiny bit of the dandelion leaf powder from the dried dandelion leaves. I don't think it will contribute much for the color. I mainly add it just, to have nice speckles in a soap, just for the aesthetic appeal. And then since I don't have a coconut milk, which I usually add to the soap, I am adding the coconut milk powder. And as almost always, I am adding kaolin clay, which gives nice creaminess and nice consistency to the soap, and also helps to keep the fragrances in a soap better. they are not as fleeting then. And that's prepared. And now just one last thing. I will add the lavender and then neroli essential oils to my soap. And since it's just one colored soap, and yeah, I will be brave, and I will add it right into my oils. Okay, and this will be nice flowery fragrance. As you can see, my card oils are almost melted, just one little piece floating there. So we will mix it out. The temperature is not so high, just one stubborn piece. I think that's from the cocoa butter. Let's add them all together. And since it's just one colored soap, I am not so concerned about temperatures. I will just mix this out, and then I will add my lye water, however cold or warm it is, because probably it's all melted out there. The lye is mixed properly in. So we will just work quickly. Okay, these things are mixed. Let's add the lye water and pour. I think it's a perfect consistency for pouring. Now, nice. Okay. And consistency is perfect. It didn't seize too quickly. I'm happy about that. Beautiful yellow soap with nice little green speckles. I hope they stay green, even if they kind of turn khaki, that's no problem. Nice. I will put it in a box, in a thermo box, so that it would possibly go through the gel, and see you for the cutting. So this is the next day. Here is the soap. I took it out of the thermobox, and here it is. Beautiful, nice yellow speckled. Let's take it out. It's the beauty of the springtime, when you have all these herbs coming up and you have a temptation to make 10,000 soaps with different herbs and flowers and things like that, but you cannot make so many. Okay, let's cut it. all the pieces will be basically the same. There is no special design here. The reason why I make these soaps, which are without any embellishments, I just put a nice stamp on them. That's the only embellishment on this soap, is because, you know, all the soap makers know this story, that when you make nice soaps with beautiful swirls and with nice designs, and then people say, oh, your soap is too beautiful to be used, and that's kind of insulting, and at the same time, I don't know, it's hard to swallow sometimes. That's why I started making also these very simple soaps, which have nothing really going on design wise. It's just soap and it's beautiful ingredients which are in the soap. And also I make it smaller, quite much smaller. It's like I make it in a tall and skinny mold, but I just fill it to the half, so I have this soap cube. It's very nice in your hand for using, and it is cheaper. It's like almost half the price, basically. Yeah, little more like half the price of my normal soap, my design soap. And I have observed that my customers, if they buy soap for themselves, not everybody, but most of them buy these small soaps. They just go by ingredients and by the fragrance of it. If people buy soaps for gifts, they always go for, like, not always, but most of the time, they go for the design soaps, for the soaps with the swirls and visually beautiful soap. I mean, these are also visually beautiful, but it's different kind of beauty. So if you are making soaps and you like the swirly soaps, I would suggest that sometimes, if you are not, you know, just even as an experiment, make some very simple ingredient oriented soaps without like very much of the thought about which colors and so on. Just, you know, working for the ingredients and just maybe accenting the color of the soap just with a little bit, you know, like this is dandelion leaf soap, but I added this annatto seeds to make it nice and yellow, and I succeeded in that, and that's it. I didn't put anything else. I mean, I put the dandelion leaves, like little pieces in there, but it's just, you know, for the texture interest, and also it gives like a little bit of the exfoliating quality, and also it kind of goes with the brand, goes with the dandelion soap. It's not nothing special and extra, it's just the dandelion there. And one more thought while I'm cleaning up the soaps with my rubbing alcohol and cotton cloths is that the small soaps like this, which are just ingredient oriented, are a good place where you can experiment. Just make a small batch, don't make too much of this, especially if you do it first time and then you don't know how well it sells. You can make this small experimental batch if you want to test out some, you know, natural ingredient as an colorant and see how it works on a soap. And if it goes bad, I mean, it's a small batch. You can even gift it to your friends if it's not sellable, or, you know, if it's not giftable, you can use it yourself or use it for cleaning purposes. But I find it's really nice place where to test out the different essential oil mixes for fragrance, and also the different things which work color-wise or doesn't work color-wise, or you know what ingredient, how it works in a soap. And I sell most of these small soaps. Sometimes there are some failures, even if it's a good soap, but it's, you know, just color comes out so unappealing that people choose not to buy it, choose the other soaps. Even the fragrance is nice or color is nice. And also it's good for the seasonal soaps like this. I mean, I am not gonna to sell my dandelion soaps for like whole year. These are for the spring and summer. When the dandelions come up, I harvest the leaves, I harvest the flowers. I haven't harvested so far roots, but I might do that too. I found one place where there are so many dandelions blooming right now, so I can go and harvest the roots in the autumn. And also, you know, if you harvest the leaves, it's the best time to harvest the leaves is when the plant just comes up, when the leaves just appear, and all the power of the growing and all the vitamins and minerals which are in the plant, all the goodies are in the leaves. And once the plant starts blooming, it puts out the flowers, then all the power of the plant is in the flowers, because when it blossoms, leaves kind of stop growing a little bit, wait for the flowers to bloom, and then when the blooming is over, when the leaves die down in autumn time, when everything gets ready for the winter, that's a time for the roots. Also, if you harvest the seeds, then the best time harvest the seeds when you have them. And also, yeah, then all the power is in the seeds. And then in the winter time, when the top of the plant dies down, then all the power of the plant goes into the root, and then it's the best time to harvest the root of the flower of the plant. So, and that's how, you know, if you make the dandelion leaf or dandelion flower soap or cream or balm or anything which you use that for, the best time for it to make is in the springtime, and best time for it to use is the next seasons, spring and summer. But if you are making something with the root, the best time to use it is the season which comes next, when you can I mean, that's, you know, going with the nature, going with the flow of the nature. I think that's the best solution. I'm not saying that I always myself follow this lead. I mean, there are some things which I make. I make a healing cream with all kinds of healing plants, and for that I harvest the plants when I can, and there are some things which I have to purchase because I cannot harvest them, like, you know, comfrey leaves I don't have here in Europe. I have to order them from America, where this grows. I mean, if for some reason I will not be able to do that, then I will find some other plant which I can use for that. But this cream I make all year around because people love it, and they buy it all year around. And but the good thing to remember is that plant, whatever plant that is, seeds, roots, flowers, everything is most powerful. Best condition is for 1 year, for one cycle, before the next season comes, before the next seeds come. You can see it, you know, if you have seen potatoes. When the springtime comes, when the next growing season comes, all the potatoes which you have even in a shop, they somehow feel it. That's a time when they have to go into ground and start growing. So they start putting out their sprouts. And that's the, also with, even if those are seeds, foods, leaves, which you can keep for a very long time. But if you can use them within this one cycle till the next harvest comes, till the next time this plant appears in a nature, it's the best and most powerful time to use this plant, because when the next harvest comes, the power of the plant goes down because it has circled this season. Same if you grow the flowers, and if you want them just to be flowers in a garden and bloom nicely, then take off the flowers, the blossoms which are finished to blossom, start wilting, take them off. Don't let them to go to the seed, because as soon as your plant realizes that it has gone to the seed, that some seeds are produced, then some plants are different, but most plants, as soon as they produce the seeds, they stop blooming. They, even like daisies and pansies and all these flowers, they, also calendula, if you don't take the old blossom off and let it go to the seed, the plant will decide that, okay, I have produced the seed, it's over, I can stop blossoming, I can stop producing the new flowers. So it depends on your aims. So I have rambled for a while. I just wanted to say one thing, and then it led for 10,000 other things. So if you survived through my long ramble so far, probably you liked the video, so leave me thumbs up. And if you would like to see some other videos, maybe with not such a long ramble, then subscribe to the channel. It would be very helpful. And see you next time. Ciao!